Hi, Brennan.
Hello.
We're driving downtown right now because we're going to see Legally Blonde.
Yeah, the Dr. Phillips Center.
Yeah, but we're going to have some dinner first. We're driving downtown. We don't do this often at all. We're going to try to go to Lake Eola and find some food over there, maybe by the water, I think. How does that sound?
Sounds great.
Cool. I am hungry, and the show's in about 2 hours. Over there's the Kia Center. That's where we saw AJR. We're turning, and Lake Eola is somewhere over here. Driving past the Dr. Phillips Center now, over here. So we're gonna go park over by the library, and then walk over to Lake Eola. There's the library. So the lake is like over here somewhere, so we just need to find a place to park. Anywhere just on the side there, and there's the lake.
Ta-da!
Yay! So we found a spot. We parked down the street and we're crossing over to Lake Eola. So we crossed the street down there. This is where you do the swan boat launches. This is cool. I've never done that.
The actual swans.
Yeah, with actual swans. Cool. So we're gonna eat here at this bar, this grill. So we have some chairs over here underneath this tree. We did put in an order, and I got a beer. This is a mango cart beer, and we're just looking at the swan boats over there. So what'd you get, Brennan?
I got the spinach and artichoke dip, and then the dynamite shrimp.
And then I got some teriyaki chicken wings and some fries. And then here's my beer, which I already talked about. It's good. This is something we've always wanted to do. Just go to Lake Eola and just food and drink beers. Alright, we're leaving the grill over here. That was delicious. Like, I love that. So what I really want to do, I want to go over there. Somewhere over there is the Cherry Plaza Hotel. It's not that anymore, but that's the hotel where Walt and Roy announced the Florida project. There's this playground over here. This like person in the sand. There's a performance happening right now. This is the Walt Disney Amphitheater here in Lake Eola. It's the library. That's a very old building. Sort of surprisingly, I've come to Lake Eola very minimal times. I came here with Dennis to go to a farmer's market, and then I came downtown with some friends a long time ago, and we walked around Lake Eola and got some beers and stuff at a bar over by the library, actually. And then there was that one time that I came here with an ex-girlfriend. Sorry, Brennan. I've never taken a swan boat. We've done that at SeaWorld, though. Over here's where the farmer's market, I think, is, like in this area. There's one golden swan, and then the rest are white. That's where we were over there on the water. All right, so this is the farmer's market area, I guess. So we should be going over here. It has been so long since I've been over here. I barely remember this. So over here, this used to be a hotel, and this is where Disney announced the Disney project, the Florida project. And here it is, just right outside the building. Here in Florida, we have something special we never enjoyed at Disneyland, the blessing of size. On November 15th, 1965, the Cherry Plaza Hotel became the stage for a moment that would forever change Central Florida. That's so cool. So this is where Walt and Roy Disney unveiled the Florida project. Right now there's a bunch of food trucks. There's like a little market out here right now. And now it's a world of beer. What Walt and Roy's dream would have been. But we're gonna go back over to the car now. It's just something that I've always wanted to see, and they recently put that plaque up like a month ago, pretty much. So we never come to Lake Eola or downtown Orlando like ever, so this was going to be the time to do it. Look at that beautiful fountain. Brennan, look at us. We're at Lake Eola together. It's so cool. So now we have like 45 minutes, more like 30 minutes to make it over to the Dr. Phillips Center. I'm pretty sure that I've walked around Lake Eola, like the entirety of it. But if I did, I don't remember. You know what I'm saying?
Whoa, look at turtles.
Turtles? Whoa! Turtles? It's a lot of turtles. So instead of going back down to the car, we decided to just walk to the Dr. Phillips Center. We'll just leave the car there because it's after 6 p.m., so we should be fine. And just a few minutes later, we're pretty much at my Dr. Phillips. This is where we parked last time in this parking garage. So we have to cross the street and then head down to the Dr. Phillips Center. There it is. That was actually a lot quicker than I think driving would have been. We didn't have to pay for parking and just walked a few blocks, so that worked out great. There's the plaza, and we're heading inside to go through security, and then go watch Legally Blonde. Yay! But it was actually in Legally Blonde back in high school.
I was a Delta Nu.
Ooh, I don't know what that is after we watch this. I'll be like, that's my baby. And we're inside the Walt Disney Theater. Well, we're inside the Dr. Phillips Center, but we're going inside the Walt Disney Theater. We're going down to mezzanine door 8. So we're not all the way up at the top of the balcony, but we're still in the mezzanine. Should we get some snacks? There's a terrace outside of the bar. We're gonna get a bottle of water. And then we also got some gummy worms. This is cool. This is where we walked in down there, validated our tickets and went through security. When we came here a couple months ago, we'd like go down the street down there and get some dinner at Bento, which at that dinner is where Brennan got the tickets for this, for Legally Blonde. So we're going in over here. There's the bar down there. They have so many of these little snacks everywhere. These are always pretty expensive though. All right, we're in the theater, and this is where we're sitting. Right here. Slightly obstructed view, maybe just a little bit, but we were sitting up here last time. But we're about to watch Legally Blonde in like 20 minutes. And over on the far side of the theater, there's Brennan all the way back there. You can sort of see the balcony all the way at the very top. This is sort of like in the middle of the theater, but way up there. So the show's about to start in about 5 minutes. Are you ready, Brennan?
I'm so excited. This is so nostalgic for me, and this is just genuinely a fun show. So I'm excited for you to see it, even though you've never seen Legally Blonde.
I'm sorry.
Okay, you've made it through the first half of Legally Blonde. Ah, you did it!
It's fun. I'm having fun.
What are your thoughts so far?
It's cool.
It's just a fun show.
Yeah, it's just a fun musical.
Yeah.
Yay, we saw Legally Blonde! That was such a fun show! I loved it! So we have to go to the car now. What I'm probably going to do is I'm going to go to the car and then I'll come back and pick up Brennan just because it's late and it's kind of a long walk at night. So now so much of a reference of Legally Blonde. I knew pretty much nothing about this musical, but now I know where Ben and Snap came from. And yeah, I'm glad that I finally get to see it.
I find it interesting that you watched the musical before the original movie that the musical was based off of, but I think you need the movie as the basis, but then you need the musical because it's so much more fun.
It really was fun.
And this brought back so many memories. This was my senior high school show, like in musical theater, so this brought back so much nostalgic memories, and it's just a fun show. And the cast did an amazing replica of like the Broadway version. I was so impressed.
For a college performance, it was very impressive. And it took me a minute to get into it. I thought it was a little bit cheesy. Like something like Hairspray would be probably.
Well, I warned him in the beginning, hey, this is going to be campy.
But it was really fun.
But it was really cool.
So Brennan's going to hang out here, and oh, that's cute. There's like a little photo up over there with like ducks and heels and stuff. I'm going to go get the car, which is just like a 5 to 10 minute walk away over by Lake Eola. And trying to keep my bearings straight, it's going to be down Anderson this way. That's the terrace that we came out on earlier after getting our gummy worms. At least I'm pretty sure, right? It's this way. Okay, well down Anderson and then all the way down Rosalind. This is where when we came to see Harry Potter, we drove down this way and then parked in the garage kind of around the corner there because all of this is the Dr. Phillips Center. So it's just a few blocks down this way. I could have just gone out of the Dr. Phillips Center down here and just walked around the building basically. For some reason I crossed the street, which I didn't need to do because we parked on that side of the street, but there's the Orlando Public Library. I parked all the way down here. This is Lake Eola right there, and I could have taken a scooter, but I did not do that. There's the dome where the concert was earlier, and my car is still here. Hooray! And I picked up Brennan. Hi, Brennan.
Hi.
And we're driving home.
Yay. Oh, my voice is shot.
What'd you have on tonight, Brennan?
I had the best time. Thanks for coming with me. This brought back so many memories. It's just a genuinely fun show.
Now you need to watch Seven Brides for Seven Brothers.
Well, I already watched the movie. You made me watch it.
You gotta see it on stage. Hey, good morning from the backyard. Hi, Eola. Working on a little project back here, and this is all that's left of these plants. But at least they survived, and these plants grow very fast. But I miss how, huge they were. So back here in the corner of our yard, I have this tangerine tree planted, which I just mulched. You can see there's a puppy back there in the mulch. So what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to repair this fence. This fence broke a little while ago, like the hinges on the gate. So I'm going to repair the fence with some hinges that I bought so that this doesn't happen. This little dog jumping in this bed back here. And the fence is fixed. That was a pretty quick project that I wanted to do before it got too hot outside. This is something that I bought recently, this compact SUV bike rack to put under the back of my car so we can take our bikes to go on some nearby trails, or maybe we can go to Fort Wilderness or something. I'm not gonna put this on the car today, but I bought it to use at some point. I'm about to go pick up some breakfast that I'm very excited about, but going to the Dr. Phillips Center as much as we have recently has been very special. Brennan and I have always appreciated theater, but then just like this resurgence of specifically going to the Dr. Phillips Center. We've gone to like Theater Winter Haven to see some productions over there a couple times. I don't know, it's just, theater is so important to us. We've done theater throughout our entire lives, pretty much primarily in high school, but it's just such a special place to just experience something live like that you will never experience in the same way ever again, which makes it just so much more special than a movie or a theme park ride that's going to be the more or less the same experience every single time. So live theater, it's really awesome. So I'm glad that we got to go to the Dr. Phillips Center and then finally go to Lake Eola last night, which is crazy that the entire time that Brennan and I have been together, which is a decade, we've never gone to Lake Eola together. We've gone separately just throughout the years, but we've never just gone to just have food and drinks and just walked around Lake Eola, downtown Orlando, ever. So that was really special for me. But I am about to go get some breakfast at McDonald's again. So I know that I go to McDonald's kind of frequently, but I'm here to get this. So last night, after Brennan and I went to the Dr. Phillips Center, we watched K-pop Demon Hunters, finally, and we went to bed very late, but they have 2 meals here. They have a Saja Boys breakfast meal and then a Huntrix lunch and dinner meal, and I'm going to get both of these. I'm going to get this one right now. Then they also have a Super Mario Galaxy Happy Meal. What? I'm going to eat McDonald's kind of a lot today, I think. So these are the Saja Boys, and then the Huntrix girls. It's Rumi, Zoe, and Mira. And the Saja Boys meal comes with a spicy sausage McMuffin, hash browns, and a drink, and then a pack of cards. And then the Huntrix meal comes with a 10-piece chicken and nuggets, demon sauce, hunter sauce, ramyun McShaker fries, so it's sort of like the Grinch meal, and then also a drink. So I already got this, and I'll come back for this later. This is for both Brennan and myself, but these are the cards. I think it's just one card that comes in this pack, but it's like a spicy egg sausage McMuffin there, with some hash browns, and then we got some coffees. But I'm gonna take this back home to Brennan so we can open these up and see who we got. But I'll be back in just a little bit to get the other meal, and then also probably the Super Mario Galaxy Happy Meal too. So we had our breakfast. Which one of these do you want, Brennan?
I'll take this one.
Okay, so I'm gonna open up this one. So this is the Saja Boys. It's a one single card. Whoa!
Ooh.
Is that the abs guy?
Why does this not want to rip? There we go, jeez.
Who do you want?
I don't know, I don't remember their names. Oh,
we got the same one.
Lame.
I wish there was more of an opportunity with McDonald's when it came to getting duplicates and having a variety with Happy Meals or these like adult meals that they're doing now, because I get duplicates a lot with McDonald's. Now we're gonna go to the theater that we've been going to recently too. We've been going to Dr. Phillips, and there's this Touchstar Cinema. It's like our neighborhood cinema theater that we've been watching movies at. We're gonna watch the Super Mario Galaxy movie. And here we are at Touchstar Cinemas, and I brought this for Brennan to hold while she watches the movie. Yay! I was gonna go back to McDonald's for lunch, but Brennan suggested, because we wanted to watch the movie today, that we're gonna go watch the movie first, and then go to McDonald's for dinner. But we're gonna get some concessions over here. Alright, put in their order for our food, which they're going to bring to the cinema for us, and I'm getting a Pepsi, I guess. So we have our seats here. We have the day beds again, and we're waiting for the food to get here. So I got a chicken sandwich and some fries. And then I got mozzarella sticks and what are those? Mac and cheese bites. Cool. And the movie's over, and I really liked it. This is the little bed here that we sat in, which is different than way up here at the top. These are the privacy pods. We were staying for the post-credits scene, but now we're leaving the theater. This is pretty cool over here. They have $5 Tuesdays and Wednesdays, and then they have a bring your own bucket on Wednesday too. That's something we should do at some point. What's really sad is that this got negative reviews, and I hate listening to critics.
I loved the first movie, but I found myself enjoying this one more. Like, I had a lot of fun. This was really good.
It's at Starbucks. There was a lot of fun references. It's a kids movie. It was fun.
I loved it.
Also, did you like K-pop Demon Hunters?
I did. I understand what the hype is now. It was really fun.
It reminded me a lot of like Into the Spider-Verse, which is just overstimulating, but also very fun. So we drove down to Home Depot because Brennan wants to garden. I got mulch at Home Depot recently, but Brennan wanted to get some herbs just that we can grow like in the front porch or something and pick off and add it to like, I don't know, just dinners that we can make. We're trying to be better about that. I had to go get a cart to hold all of our stuff. So what'd you get, Brennan?
I got bell peppers and sweet banana peppers.
Cool. And some soil too. Also, Brennan got some onion and spinach, and I got cantaloupe and watermelon. So we're back home. Hi, Arlo. And we planted our plants and seeds. Brennan planted her peppers over here. So these are red bell peppers and then banana peppers. And then she planted her spinach and her onion, and then I planted my cantaloupe and watermelon, and we've watered them. We'll probably be using this at some point, but we'll have some plants and well, just some vegetables and fruits to harvest here within like 2 to 3 months. Right, Arlo? Right, Arlo? You ready to have some vegetables and fruits? You know, I'm in a bedroom. I've been working on some house projects today, just in general, both outside and inside. So I recently bought these shelves, but for the bedroom in here, we did have some like cheaper shelves in here from like Five Below, and I wanted to get matching shelves like the ones that we have over there because we have a lot of like knickknacks and toys that are mostly my fault. So I wanted to get Brennan some better shelves so she can put some stuff up here, like some important plushes probably that mean a lot to her, or pictures of me and Arlo, but she'll put some stuff up there for herself. I'm gonna go to McDonald's now to pick up some dinner. I went to, this has nothing to do with McDonald's, but I went to Target yesterday to look for some Pokemon cards, and of course there were no Pokemon cards, but I did find a massive Squishmallow of Growlithe, which I absolutely loved, but I have enough plushes, and particularly Squishmallows, like this massive Gengar. We have too many plushes to do anything with them, but every time I see a new Pokemon Squishmallow, I want it because they're so cute. I had to drive to a different McDonald's than the one from this morning because they did not have the Hunter X meals, and this one does. And they also have the Super Mario Galaxy Happy Meals. Am I dedicated or pathetic? Because with YouTube, there's a very fine line. I'm waiting for the meals to be ready, but this is probably the smallest play place I've seen at McDonald's. It's just this tiny little corner of the restaurant. See, look how tiny the little play place is. But I got the meals, and I'm heading home. I probably didn't need to go inside McDonald's, both this morning for breakfast and then tonight for dinner, but I don't know, I miss eating inside fast food restaurants. There were people actively eating this morning for breakfast and then tonight for dinner, but we don't eat at fast food restaurants. We want to do other stuff, like we want to watch Invincible while we eat our fast food, which I was able to somehow get it all into the car. We got a lot of stuff. So this is the K-pop Demon Hunters meal, which actually came with a box at that particular McDonald's. So I don't know if I was supposed to get one this morning with the Taja Boys breakfast, but the Hunter X meal, I got a box. So Brennan and I each got that, and then I got a Super Mario Galaxy Happy Meal, and then I got a chocolate milk. And then I also got a McFlurry, a K-pop Demon Hunters McFlurry. So I took everything out of their respective boxes with the Super Mario Galaxy Happy Meal. It's just like a keychain here, one of these keychains. So there's a few different ones that it could be, but that's what's in this little box. So I'll open this up a little bit later, just the regular stuff that would come in a Happy Meal. But the K-pop Demon Hunters meal, this is just cool. Like the box has a lot of different just references to the movie, like the different songs and stuff. And I already said what came in it earlier, but there are these chicken nuggets here with hunter sauce and demon sauce. And then this is like the Grinch meal where you have this like bag where you would put your fries in here with the ramyun sauce, which is like ramen seasoning, I think. And then you shake it up because they like ramen in the movie. And then it came with the fries and the drinks and stuff, but then also these packs. So this is the hunter sauce. It's like a gold on this side, and then the demon sauce is purple. And then you can see all the signatures of all the girls there. So I'm gonna hand that to Brennan, and hopefully she doesn't drop it. Now I'm gonna do this. So Brennan's already had this, where you just add the fries to the bag and then you shake it up. And it's pretty good, right? Just tastes like ramen.
Yeah.
Probably throw up some of these. Make Arlo very happy. Okay. And then add the ramen sauce, the ramen packet
The ramyeon.
Yeah.
The ramyeon, or whatever.
Throw that over there. And then shake it up. And then some ramyeon fries. Oh, that's good. Let's watch Invincible.
Yay!
Harlow! Hi, puppy! So another project that I'm working on in addition to the frames that I put up here. I put the lights down here. I thought that was kind of funny. Those are the lights that Brennan got for me. I put this sign up here in the living room. This is the Disney Quest sign that Brennan got from MegaCon. And I decided to put it here. And I think it's pretty appropriate because none of these memories would have happened if not for Disney Quest. Disney Quest was where we had our first date, so I just thought it sounded appropriate to put it there. We have a lot of stuff on the walls in our house, but I like this a lot. So it's almost dark, but I came out in the backyard to show that I did finish this project from this morning, just that I fixed the gate for our little tangerine tree. Hi, Farley. Hi. Hi, Farls. And there's Arlo and Calvin. Got all the animals in the backyard. Hi, Farley. You look so handsome. So which Huntrix pack do you want, Brennan?
This one.
Okay. Whenever I get, I'm gonna put it into this.
Now you have a card collecting binder for your McDonald's cards.
I got Rumi.
Rumi.
Right?
Mm-hmm.
Yay.
And I got Mira.
What? I think both of our favorites was Zoe.
Yeah, I loved Zoe. By the way, you took the hat off of this Psyduck earlier and it just looked like a bald man. I got so used to his hat being on.
What do you think I got?
One of the stars. I don't know what options there were.
I got Toad.
Toad.
I think the Super Mario movie would have been a lot better if Roy was in it. You just think everything's for you, don't you? This is my Roy. Arlo. I got this from MegaCon. Something else that we have for MegaCon is this. This is like a vintage Disney game. And I remember playing this Aladdin game a long time ago. I also have been playing Mario Galaxy. Just wanted to watch the movie, but I wanted to play this too. This brings back so many memories. Oh my god. What are you doing? Alright, I want to start playing this, which I can't really do with one hand. So I'm going to end the video because it's getting pretty late, but I wanted to talk about this Lego set. This is a Steamboat Willie Lego set that I got in the mail years ago now at this point, and I am going to build this set. I'm going to bring it with me to work. It's only 751 pieces, which is a huge contrast to the, I think, over 6,000 pieces that is my Hogwarts set that I'm about halfway done with right now. So this should be fun to build it at work and bring it home. But I didn't think that I was going to make a video this weekend. That's just what ended up happening because Brennan and I were going to go to Legally Blonde at the Dr. Phillips Center, which is a show that Brennan was in back in high school that she got tickets for when we went to Harry Potter and the Cursed Child a couple months ago. And I love it. This weekend we went to the theater and the theater. To the theater R-E and then the theater E-R. It was a fun show. We got to go to Lake Eola. We got to have dinner and drinks over there. We went to the hotel where Walt and Roy came to Orlando and announced the Florida Project over 50 years ago, and it was just such a great night. And then today I went to McDonald's twice and got 2 different meals, got some fun cards. That was a lot of fun. We watched Demon Hunters, K-pop Demon Hunters last night, just to finally have that relevance of just this massive movie in the zeitgeist of popular cultural movies that we're trying to be better about because we are not great at watching movies and keeping up with those kinds of big movies. And then we saw the Super Mario Galaxy movie, which we really wanted to do that. And I love the, oh, there goes Buzzer. I really love this neighborhood
theater. Like, the tickets are very inexpensive. The concessions, not as much, but just those beds or the privacy pods, I think it was like $10 a person, pretty much $20 for like the bed that we had today. And then just little projects around the house, just stuff in the yard. We're working on a little garden, and then just like improvements just around the house, playing games. And I don't know, it was a really great day. So I know parts of these videos can be a little bit repetitive, but I had fun, and Brennan did too. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you later. Goodbye.